What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wreck Nation. Guys, listen. We are checking out our first video from pewview. Is that right? Is that right? We were led here by the fat electrician, Nick, right? And his Carlos Hathcock video. So we are going to check this out. Guys, make sure, obviously, to support the original content creator. It can't be stated enough. Let's go ahead and check this out. Was the Marine sniper shot through a scope real? Let's check this out. We learned a little bit about this from Nick's video. So you guys, okay. He dropped pewview's name, and you guys said yes, check out pewview. So we're checking out pewview. This is my first introduction to him, to this channel. So it feels right though, because I'm pretty sure Nick is in this video, so I can't wait. So without further ado, guys, oh, by the way, update for those of you guys that don't know, we are checking out the World War II documentary World at War, which is phenomenal, narrated by Laurence Olivier. That is only on Rumble because YouTube apparently does not want me reacting to history, or the copyright holders don't want me reacting to history. So guys, make sure you check that out. I will pin the link in the comment section to where you can find that. It is a phenomenal documentary, and plus we're trying to get some movement over on Rumble, just because the way YouTube is, you guys know, especially the people that are in our community, you guys know what's happening within YouTube and what's going through, what's not going through, especially election year, right? So we're trying to not put all of our eggs in one basket. All the support on Rumble has been overwhelming and absolutely awesome. Anyway, wow, I talked too much. Here we go. Ready? Pewview. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. All right.
You know something? This is the best job I ever had.
Oh. Oh, God.
Should have got it in high speed.
Shit.
I'm hit.
It's just water. Carlos Hathcock, one of the most well-known snipers in Vietnam.
He's the greatest sniper of all time. He's got 93 confirmed kills and approximately like 300 probables on top of that.
Yeah, and that earned him a pretty hefty bounty of about $30,000, which is $250,000 today.
Wow.
Approximately.
Out of that bounty, one of the guys that tried to get it, what was his name?
His name was Cobra. He was a Viet Cong counter sniper, and he tried to collect.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well for him.
So one of the best guys that tried to collect the bounty for taking out Carlos Hathcock, White Feather, was a man by the name of Cobra, and he was supposedly their best, but Carlos Hathcock was just a little bit better because they ended up matching, seeing each other at the same exact time. Carlos Hathcock saw the glint of his scope and fired first,
Wow.
shooting all the way through the scope and killing Cobra.
One of the best stories of all time. If you guys want the entire story, he's got a video on Carlos Hathcock.
Yes.
Go check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. But
That's why we're here. But yes, this shot is iconic. Like, I feel like every sniper, counter sniper movie has this shot. I feel like it is ever since like that idea of that being possible entered the realm of entertainment. That's what we see and we're used to it. But it's an absolute insane shot to make.
Today we're gonna try to recreate that shot. This has probably been tried many times. I've seen it done with red dots, I've seen it done with modern scopes. I've never seen it done with the original Winchester Model 70 and the almost correct scope that Carlos would have had against the actual gun and actual scope that the counter sniper would have been using. So we're gonna be using almost the correct ammunition. We're gonna be using the 170 grain boat tail FMJ, and we're gonna be shooting that through the 3 times Mosin Nagant scope. In addition to having all the time correct stuff, we also kind of upgraded camera equipment, bred out ballistic high speed to show you guys.
Hell yeah, look at these guys.
Super slow motion.
Heard we needed some slow-mo around here.
Absolutely.
So we showed up.
Like you said, people have tried to redo this before. We know the Mythbusters did it. Unfortunately for them, just at the time, the high speed just wasn't quite there.
Yeah.
So
High-speed technology 17 years ago was a potato, pretty much. So we brought our potato, which is a little bit better, 100,000 frames a second. So we should see exactly what goes on ballistically when a bullet enters the scope.
Wow.
Assuming you can get it there.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a clean pass through, and then the ballistic dummy lead head on the other side will absolutely explode and have some pretty cool high-speed footage. But
Here we
cool.
go.
Let's go find out.
Let's do it.
plan anyway.
Okay, so
I
right
love
here
this
we
stuff,
got a
man.
Russian Mosin Nagant, chambered in 7.62 by 54R, and then we get the original ×3 Russian scope. Super well done. It requires a lot of gunsmithing, and I can't gunsmith. But if you want a gunsmith, you should go check out sdi.edu. I'll put a link down in the description below.
It's even got the hammer and sickle on it. That's how you know it's authentic.
This is fully Russian, and you know, that's Nick's favorite place. This is probably your favorite rifle, isn't it? Get that piece of shit away from me. I obviously didn't want to put the Mosin here and be looking down the barrel of a rifle while I'm trying to make this shot. So we instead took another scope, the same thing. This is the same Russian ×3 scope. Got it put on a 2x4, and then we got a ballistic dummy lab head sitting right behind it. So we got the gun set up on a table. I got a bipod on it, a bag. We are at an entire 723, 723 yards. We're gonna see if we can make that shot. All right, we got a little tiny red dot right here. I'm gonna see if I can land a shot on that before I go for the scope, because I don't really wanna wing this thing and hit the head. I wanna actually get a centered shot through here to see if it's gonna make it through all the glass and still have enough energy to you know, take out the ballistic dummy lab. Like I said, this is a whole 723 yards, so we'll see how close we can get it. Ready? Yep.
Wow. Come on.
You fucking nailed it, dude.
Send another one right in that spot. All right, so we got our 2 shots kissing right here.
Nice.
So, I'm pretty confident we could get somewhere at least close to the middle of that. So.
All right, so in our attempt to be Mythbusters-like, we've got 2 phantom cameras set up. We've got a wide angle here so we can see the entrance of the bullet, what comes out the backside, if anything, and then if the head does pop, we'll get some of that as well. And then over here we got ultra high speed, ultra close up, just under 100,000 frames per second. So each frame of this video is 10 microseconds in time. So should get a nice bullet entrance, and if anything comes out, we're gonna see it. Really easily.
Man.
Everybody good? Yep. Buddy, was that
Wow.
it? I see red. Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh, that was clean.
it's not even damaged. Dude, the tube is completely intact.
Wow.
Damn. What are you looking like over here? We didn't get an exit. I'm curious to see what that's gonna look like. He is definitely becoming a pirate, but there's no exit. I'm curious to see what that high speed is gonna look like.
Wow.
That's gnarly.
Whoa.
You see the scope width. Perfect. Just dumping.
Oh.
Bucket's hand.
Look at that! Look at that ignition right there.
That's
It
wild.
illuminates his face. You can see it like flexing and twisting.
The bullet
That's
tumbling.
crazy, man.
Oof.
So we didn't need armor piercing to do that.
That's still wild. I wonder if armor piercing would make it through the head. If we could get an exit with a head.
Right. Oh well, we can see what happened here if it did go through.
Oh my.
Doesn't look like it made it
bro.
through his head, but
That's still
his whole
gnarly.
head fractured.
Oh
Just
my
split it.
God.
That was
Look at
that was
that.
perfect.
That's amazing.
That was the shot.
First time too. We didn't need to do it again.
Good job, dude.
I love that.
So it's a little low.
You didn't even touch the sides.
So it literally like boom, boom.
Damn. Look how just mangled around the eye is.
Oh, bro.
Disgusting.
I mean, he's fractured all the way back. I mean, he was 100% dead.
Does it hurt
And all his brain's just filled with glass and copper.
Well, he's a communist. His brains were full of shit anyways.
Nick, yes.
Oh.
Hey, you see the
Can they
bullet
get the
Get in
bullet?
there. Get in there. How deep is that?
It's
8 inches or
more
so?
than my finger.
Is that a lot?
Huh?
Is that a lot?
According to my wife.
Dude, look at the wound cavity going up. Like it just emptied out everything that was upwards. That's insane. It stopped like right back in the end of his skull. I'm never getting my hands not red again.
I wonder how
Shaving
much.
cream.
I wonder how
Shaving
much
cream?
velocity it really lost with
Probably
breaking the
quite a bit.
glass.
I think the bullet was like essentially a low powered shotgun shell after it went through that. It just shards of glass and lead. But it was enough to. I wonder what the
This
heat
is-
signature would have been on that. Like, because it looks like it melted the ice out of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Unless that's just the little shards of
Shards,
micro glass. And you hit them with the pocket sand.
Good old pocket sand.
How much velocity do you think that round lost going through the scope?
Probably quite a bit, but there's only one way to find out. Another ballistic dummy lab head. We're just gonna straight up shoot this thing in the forehead with a 30-06 without any scope interference, just because I want to see the difference.
Okay.
Making Carlos proud in 3, 2.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
Oh, wow.
Slight difference. Slight difference.
Before we get started, we need to thank today's sponsor.
That's nuts. So the scope really killed that bullet's momentum for sure. But I mean, obviously, to no avail. It's not like they make bulletproof scopes. But man, okay, what a difference.
And
What a
tell you
difference.
why that sponsor is relevant. One of the sponsors.
Okay, before we get into this, everyone that is, you know what, everyone that we check out on this channel that is an original content creator, I will watch the ads. That is my olive branch to everyone that I react to. I don't know if they watch our little channel here, but we are going to sit through the ads because this is goals right here. To be sponsored, to be on that level, to be sponsored, like that is awesome. That is the dream. And so I'm going to sit through all of these because, guys, it just means the world to content creators. That helps them get to more content that they have on their channel. So, yeah, someday, we are sponsored by euphoriccoffees.com. But it's not about me. It's about them.
Sponsors is going to be Guard Dog. This is a level 4 ceramic plate, and why that's relevant is because we're using a 30-06. We're going to take a 30-06 AP, show you why it's the NIJ standard. So if you guys are interested in getting yourself some decent body armor, this, as you can see, stopped to 30-06 AP and a 6.2 grain 5.56 fairly easily. So if you're interested in this, go hit the link down in the description below. If you want to see all that high-speed footage and the actual story behind it, go to Ballistic High Speed's
that
channel.
thing has some
I'll
weight
also
to it.
link that down in the description below. Second sponsor of today's video is going to be Gideon Optics. This is their 1:8 LPVO, and we're going to go ahead and shoot this with a 30-06 to show you what would have happened if they were using modern scopes versus their ×3 super old shitty Russian scopes. So, all right, like I said, we're going to send a 30-06 through this so I can see what a modern scope. Now this is kind of what Mythbusters did. This is where they went wrong. They used a modern scope. It's 3 times the amount of glass in there, so I assume that the 30-06 is not going to make it through this, but let's go ahead and prove how good Gideon Optics
That must be an insane amount of glass.
Nice shot.
Ooh.
That is insane. That glass inside of these scopes is so thick that it immediately took the round and just diverted it straight down to the table. Also, if you're interested in getting yourself a decent LPVO, a 1:8 with exposed turrets that lock, this thing is solid for the money. I'll also put a link down in the description below, and it'll help make sure you don't get cobra'd.
Cobra.
You fell down.
Got him.
I fell down. He went everywhere.
Oh my lord. I think that's
I
the
bet
craziest head explosion I've ever seen.
I bet the high speed, the face actually sucks through the back of the skull.
Probably. That is gnarly.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Oh, I bet. Whoa.
That almost looks like watermelon in slow mo. Just
A lot of big
gone.
ideas.
Oh my God.
Told you it sucks the fuck face through.
Yeah, it's just gone. Holy shit.
Left.
Holy fuck.
That's what they talk about, the pink
Look at those tiniest fragments of bone.
That's wild. That is a hell of a round.
Do you imagine?
Look at that eye shot though.
Goodness gracious. Look at that. Redacted.
Demonetized.
Look at that, man. That's just liquefying.
You get it, you vape. Fuck.
Get it, you vape.
Damn.
Nasty.
Oh.
It's just completely shredded.
Nothing.
What a difference, though.
I've never seen that. That's it. I've hit him with a lot of random calibers. I think that was the most violent I've ever seen. And that's just a 30-06 round.
And that wasn't even through the brain. We shot it through the eye and it just
Right.
cascaded through the brain.
Yes.
To show the difference of what it, how much velocity that scope took. What do you want me to say?
Make joke.
Make joke.
Ah, you funny man.
Ah,
Come on,
make
be
joke.
funny.
Be funny.
Make
Hey.
joke.
Hey.
Make joke. You want me to say it's like some dumb shit like, oh, better dead than red, and like you're red and dead, bitch. Look at you. Look at you.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Dude, this
man.
table is super fucking nasty.
That's fine.
That's insane. It even blew this thing off the screws.
What is this? It's part of this scope.
That's nuts. Fuck, I mean,
Oh, you should have kept that. We should have framed that.
I can still go get it.
So I can tell everybody in the comment, actually, he couldn't shoot through a scope because Mythbusters tried it. Actually, here's a scope where we did it in 4K at 100,000 frames per second.
That's crazy.
So I think if you happen to have the misfortune of going up against the most accurate man, probably to ever, the guy's a real life John Wick. That's probably your fate.
That wasn't good. I can't believe you did that on the first shot, actually.
I can't either, but I mean, it's crazy that we were at 723 yards and I still hit that.
Well, I mean, yeah, there was that factor. I was just more impressed, like, Mythbusters with Discovery Channel money, us in a cornfield in an afternoon, and we did it better.
But
Oh,
they didn't use,
man.
you know, the Winchester Model 70. This thing is still one of the most accurate rifles ever made. This is a hell of a gun.
I'm still impressed by how much velocity got lost in the scope, but it still punched through.
Yeah, that was a wild amount of difference. It was insane. Like disintegration to like a little, that was barely killing you. You were still done, but I guess you found fragments all the way in the back of the skull. You're probably pretty fucked.
Yeah, I mean, all the internals were inside of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were done.
It's wild that the bullet disappeared though. The bullet disintegrated and it just had enough velocity to push out glass and shrapnel from inside of the optic that far into a skull.
Well, first of all, it's completely possible that you can do that, despite what everybody on the internet wants to say.
Right.
That, you know, because he does get a lot of flack saying, oh, that was made up, that's not true,
That's crazy.
that's unsubstantiated, but that was literally your first shot and you did it.
Right.
So,
I mean, granted, the shot was probably done about 400 yards, and just seeing a glint and aiming in the general direction, like that was an incredibly lucky shot. I mean, there's obviously some skill involved, but
Right.
that's insane that it just happened to go through a scope, and it one of the most well-known shots in military history.
but I think it like really proves that he was milliseconds away from getting shot himself, because he had to have been looking at him in
100%.
order for those barrels to line up to go through the scope like that.
Exactly, which is
That's
You
crazy.
guys want to come in here and give some?
I just love your guys' qualitative approach to what was the velocity drop. Let's just shoot the head, despite the fact that we could very well
Yeah,
calculate.
you're over in the corner like, oh, we could actually use the
the
frame rate.
milliseconds.
Shut
of
up!
it. Love
Hit
it.
the gun!
Shoot another one.
Gun.
So what were you guys expecting to happen?
Honestly, I
Get
was
the
a little
gun.
surprised FMJ made it through, but as soon as somebody said there was only like 2 layers of glass in there, I was like, okay, it might make it through.
I still expected it to deviate a little bit.
yeah.
That's where Mythbusters went wrong. They used a modern scope. It's got
Yeah.
way more than
Well,
2 layers of glass.
you can see the bulging and the denting through the scope as that bullet bounces, but it didn't go out
Right.
until it got to the backside, so pretty darn sweet.
So this is going to be a 3 video kind of thing. If you guys want to see their take on the old rifles like this versus some modern armor, go check out their video. If you guys want to know Carlos Hathcock's story, go check out next video.
Guys, please, let's do that. If you guys are there for it, just hashtag that in the comments, and I'll know exactly what we're talking about. Because I love the ballistic high speed guys. Those guys are just awesome dudes, and I like. Well, they were on the Unsubscribed podcast, and I watched that episode. So I wanted to kind of hold off watching any of their stuff to see if you guys would be down to do that. But let me know in the I know I'm asking you to do some homework, but check this out. Let's do some more of pewview stuff, and let's get to ballistic high speed stuff. You know, I think because this stuff is just interesting to me, man. Because it's not about it's not so much the blood and gore. It's like the science behind the shots or a famous moment, right? It's like the effect of this. I like that stuff. For me, is just interesting.
So you said he's the best sniper of all time. I'm sure most people won't disagree with that, but why? What's your version?
Well, I mean, the only other person that's really in the running is Simo Hoya, and he's got way more kills. He's got like 700 or some insane number of kills.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But it was like, and he did it with iron sights, which, you know, cool, but like quality versus quantity matters, right? Because Simo Hoya, not taking anything away from the guy, but he was going up against 16, 17, 18-year-old Russian conscripts that were wearing OD green uniforms in the snow in Finland versus Carlos Hathcock going up against peer or near peer enemies with, you know, the same weaponry equivalent and training. And so, I mean, sniper versus sniper versus somebody that's really not in the same league, you know? Like John Jones has, like, what's Khabib got? 29 pro fight wins? Right, Khabib's 29-0. Like, if I go into a middle school and fuck up 31 fifth graders, like, am I a better fighter than Khabib Nurmagomedov? No.
Yeah, good point.
So
There's quantity and there's quality, right?
So Seymour was in
On top of
bottom.
that, he did it in the fucking jungle, not the tundra.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's a lot harder spotting Viet Cong in the jungle as opposed to Russians without snow camo in fucking Finland in winter.
Yeah,
That's true.
He's also got a 1993 interview where he goes over all of the details, tells all the stories,
That's
and he's got
crazy.
some wild stories. I think Nick and I are going to recreate another shot coming up soon. You're not going
What?
to want to miss that. And if you want to learn about
Oh, we got to
go
check
watch
that
the
out.
video.
You have a 50 cal?
Yeah,
Oh,
we got an M2.
No
you
way.
got a 2-mile range?
Yes, we do.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Are they going to do the, he mounted the scope on the 50 cal. Are they going to do that? Did they do that? Oh, we're there
It's going
for
to
it.
happen. If it's possible, it's going to happen. We got everything set up exactly the way he did.
Oh, it's
That's
possible. Because I know how he did it.
But the elevation is going to be hard. Like, the mounts you can find for a mod deuce is like maybe 20 m away. Like, with the turrets on top of that scope that we got his original scope. We're not going to have the
You got
elevation.
the scope even?
Dude, we set it up exactly how Carlos had it.
Holy shit.
And we got the 2,500 round, or 25
You know how he zeroed it, right?
on a rock.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like 10 power on a rock at 2,500 yards is going to be fucking almost impossible. We don't have the elevation.
No, we got it.
We're going to have to like get a makeshift to 70 MOA rail to make that elevation, but we're going to find out. We got all the ammo and we got a bunch of time.
That's
We're
awesome.
going to send rounds until we hit one. We're going to make it happen.
What are we going to call this series? We're not busting myths. We're proving shit correct and possible.
Ooh, this is a
Myth
good one.
confirmers.
What are we going to call
The
this
confirmers.
series? The
The
confirmers.
confirmers.
The half-cock
Fucking
confirmed.
told ya!
I just really enjoy history. Obviously, you enjoy history, and Carlos Hathcock has been somebody that I've paid attention to all of his stories since I was a child. So, to get the actual Model 70, I was happier than shit that I actually found this gun. And it's just,
Wow.
if I'm gonna have a 30-06, it's got to be this.
It's so cool you did it on the first shot, though.
Yeah,
We've got the
It's so fucking cool
So
you did it on the
awesome.
first shot.
It's nuts.
People been talking shit or like doubting it for fucking ever, and then you one try.
Yeah, that's insane.
Told you.
All right, until next time, make sure you guys go like,
Guys.
subscribe, follow their stuff, go watch their videos on this.
We collided bullets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did collide bullets. That's pretty dope. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Come on. Come on. How could you not find that interesting shit, man? Oh, I love this. I love this. Guys, let me know. Let me know. Remember, this is our channel. We can take this channel any kind of direction because remember, we are trying to not just be a World War II reaction channel or a Fat Electrician reaction channel. we want to diversify this within the realm of that kind of the realm that we've set. And I feel like this is more like if you could, like the tech side of the war machine, or the tech side of the war machines that are implemented or used. And I find like this stuff super interesting. This is a rabbit hole. If you guys don't want me to go down it, I'll probably still go down it. Maybe not on the channel, but I'll watch it, because this stuff is where I would normally find myself watching these videos. Anyway, guys, I've wasted so much of time just rambling. Listen, much love. Thank you so much for just watching till the end. Make sure you guys check out the Rumble channel that we have, Arius in the Nation on Rumble. That's where we have World at War documentary, and we have one movie reaction. We have one movie reaction to 6 Days about the SAS Iranian embassy siege. We are going to be getting to the film Gettysburg on that channel at some point, and leading up to us taking the channel outside to go to different battlefields, or to Gettysburg battlefield. That's like 40 minutes up the road for me. So, guys, stay tuned. We have a lot of stuff planned. And if you guys, you guys keep commenting videos and suggestions, it's not a matter of if we get to it, it's just a matter of when. There's loads of stuff to get to. There's never, this type of content's never running dry. And I will always watch stuff with you for the first time. But anyway, much love, guys. Make sure you unplug, do something legendary, and I will see you all in the next video. Later, guys.